So it's been about 2 months since I got the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and on this video I'm gonna tell you about the things that I like, some of the things that I don't really like, and some of the things that I really don't care for. Let's go. First, I'm gonna start by telling you the 5 things that I really like, and since we're talking about the Galaxy Note phone, we're gonna start with the S Pen. And this time they did made a significant improvement when it comes to the response time, especially if you're using the 120 Hz refresh rate on the screen. If you're taking notes pretty fast or you're drawing something pretty fast, you're gonna notice a significant difference when it comes to the response time, and it just feels like you're naturally just running on a piece of paper. And number 2, of course, is the camera. That was another of the big features that we got with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and that's 50 times zoom in. It's a very nice feature to have. I don't know, experience something different with your phone. And when I first got it, I was zooming in on everything. I haven't really used it that much, but it's just a very cool feature. The pictures on low light look amazing. They look way better. Of course, you can be taking the picture and moving around. You basically have to take stills or take pictures that you gotta give it a second for the camera to adjust so it can optimize the low light scenarios. And number 3, of course, it has to be the refresh rate on the screen. I gotta tell you, this has been the first phone that I have 120 Hz refresh rate, and I can't go back to 60. Like when I go back to the Galaxy Note 10 or the Note 9, especially if I'm scrolling through like Twitter, like it just hurts my eyes. I don't see the screen the same way after experiencing the 120 Hz refresh rate. Now, number 4, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it does feel a little bit bigger, especially compared to some of the older notes. And what I like about it is that you have less bezels on the top and the chin and the bottom. It just has a better feel to the hand. Like when you're holding the phone, it just feels like it feels right. With the Note 10 Plus, it was not bad, but it just felt like, I don't know, I couldn't get a good grip of the phone, especially if I'm taking notes or just the overall experience of consuming content. I feel like just making the screen size a little bit bigger, it did made a difference. And one last thing that I noticed that made a huge difference, and that is the sound quality on the speakers. I know on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, the speakers were pretty good. Well, with the Note 20 Ultra, they're way better. Listening to music or just consuming content, if you have some of the environment noise, sometimes that environment noise will overtake the speakers or the sound coming out of the speakers. And something that I have noticed that with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, it pretty much doesn't matter where I'm at. If I max out on the volume, I can always listen to the content or listen to the music, and it's always there. One thing you do have to be careful, you don't always want to max out. I think I've seen a couple of people mention that they started having issues with the speakers. Either they maxed it out, they were listening to music and they maybe blew out the speakers or something like that. I don't know. You guys know anything about it? Let us know in the comment section below. Now let's move into the 3 things that I didn't really like, or I wasn't very happy about the Note 20 Ultra. And that's going to be before we talk about the 3 things that I just didn't care much for it. So let's talk about those 3 things that I didn't like. And number 1 is that battery performance. And I know some people are going to tell you battery is good. A lot of people are going to tell you battery is bad. I'm going to tell you battery is not bad. It's just not good. With the Galaxy Note 9, with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, I could use the phone pretty much all day unless I was extensively using the phone, consuming content, playing games. I didn't have to recharge the battery throughout the day. Like I could wake up in the morning, 7:30, 8, start my day, and it will get me all the way until I will go to bed, and I will still have some use. I will still have some power that will get me through the night. And even if I wake up in the morning and I forgot to charge the phone, it will at least get me to work. Now it's just, I feel like, I don't know, I find myself charging the phone or the Note 20 Ultra throughout the day, something that I have not had to do that since I had the Galaxy Note 8. And the best way I can describe it is, you guys remember the Note 8, right? Battery wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Like, especially after using that phone for a while, it wasn't holding up the battery as the Note 9 or the Note 10. Another thing that did bother me, and it still bothers me up to this date, is the location of the S Pen. Some people are gonna say, well, who cares? It's right there. It's just on the left-hand side. For me, it's just ergonomics, right? It's just, especially if I was used to it, it was on the right-hand side. It's where it needs to be. Most people that are right-handed, like me, I want to be able to get to it. I don't have to reach out to the left and kind of, I don't know, it's just awkward. It's just not ergonomic. Definitely they need to put the S Pen back on the right hand side. And the last thing that really didn't like about it this time was the price point and just the overall experience, how Samsung is starting to kind of twist things around, and it's starting to feel like we care more about the money aside from the experience of taking care of the customers. And that is because, come on, it was a $1,300 phone, right? And then they're pulling this thing of, oh, we don't ship your earbuds anymore, but if you want them, we'll just give us a call, we'll send them to you, right? Like, to me, it was a surprise, right? I didn't know about it. And a lot of people, the average consumer, they're not gonna know. Most people will know that they have to call, and a lot of people won't even bother to call, right? And if they really need them, or a lot of people do use them, I mean, what are they gonna do? They're just gonna end up using whatever old headphones or old headsets they had before, or they're just gonna go end up buying some. Also, we used to get the end tips for the S Pen, right? It was just nice to have those extra ones. So now, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking like, if I break it, or if I just, I don't know, if I just happen to just scratch the table with it right now and I dent it or I mess it up, what am I gonna do? Like, do I call Samsung? Do I go spend $5, $10, $20? I don't even know how much it costs to buy another set, something that, you know, we were accustomed to always having extra end tips, you know, especially people that keep their phones for 2, 3, 4 years, right? That maybe once a year they can just swap out the end tip and just put a fresh one on. I don't know, those are small details that really bother me, especially for the price point that we pay for this phone. Maybe I'm just exaggerating. Things that I really didn't care for, and a lot of people were kind of negative, or a lot of people didn't really like. So number one, the camera bump, right? To me, I got used to it. In fact, I ended up getting a very cool case that actually covers the lens of the phone, so I don't have to worry about it if it's in my pocket and I happen to just, you know, like knee or hit the table with my leg and happen to hit the lens, the lens is gonna be gone. Or if I drop it, you know, I feel like I'm more comfortable having some extra protection. You guys want to check out this video of this case, I have it in the description below. The bump, other than that, I mean, it's something you get used to, right? Yeah, the camera did stand out, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning. Another thing that I really didn't care for was the 5G. I know 5G is here, but honestly, I've been having more issues with 5G than what I had with 4G. I've been having so many drop calls. I've been having so many people tell me that they're trying to call me, the phone calls are not coming in. I get text messages that I get them like 3 or 4 times. I'm trying to send text messages, I can't send them out. I mean, I ended up just basically ditching out the Samsung SMS, the one that comes in stock. I switched to a different one. I think it's the Google Messages. I had to use the Wi-Fi so I can use the messages, because most of the times I couldn't even send or receive a text message. And I gotta tell you, I live in Dallas. It's a big city. I am right in this, very close to the center, where I mean, when it comes to speed, sometimes I can get 200 gigabytes of, not 200 gigabytes, 200 megabytes of speed, download speed. So it just depends on where I am, and it's always hit and miss. But the speed to me doesn't make a difference. 4G was just fine. I used to get about 30 to 50 Mbps, which is just fine for consuming content or the stuff that I normally do. And the other thing that I really didn't care for much is the wireless deck station. And I don't know, it's just a cool feature. I tried it out a few times. I think I was doing a couple of stuff in one of the apps, one of the security cameras that I have, and it ended up shutting off the app because it was saying that the phone was overheating. And that's another thing, right? That people were talking about. Yeah, the Note 20 Ultra gets so hot. Like, honestly, I experienced that maybe 2 times through the lifetime of since I had this phone. And the first time was when I first powered it on. I was doing all the updates. And I think there was another time there was some glitch, but I never experienced that. It's been a while since I experienced the phone getting hot. I don't know if that's an issue for a lot of you guys that have the phone. Let us know. But those were my thoughts. Just real quick, just share my experience. I know I never give you an update. It's been getting close to 2 months. So today I decided, you know what, I'm going to turn the camera on and just talk about the things that I like, some of the things that I haven't really liked about the Note 20 Ultra, and some things that I really don't care for. But hopefully I can bring you guys more content. I know it's been a hit and miss for me. It's some stuff changing in life, trying to settle down. As you can see, we got the new setup here in the office. Hopefully I can continue focusing and bringing you guys back a weekly video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you on the next one.